Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to be joining you today because today I'm going to do my very first ever monthly energy reading. So if you're tuning in to me for the very first time and you don't know who I am, my name is Stef. I'm a psychic business empowerment coach. I work with spiritual entrepreneurs and spiritual people in general to teach them how to manifest whatever in their personal lives and their businesses. I do this through teaching my clients how to have such a high level of awareness around what their limiting beliefs are, their fears, their repressed emotional energy is, and really helping my clients to really process those things, release them, and just release that low vibrational energy that is keeping them from being a vibrational match to their desires. So that's how I help my clients in being able to manifest. Hey, how are you? I don't know what to call you because your screen name is not the most straightforward screen name to like shout out to. So let me know what I can call you, and then we'll go from there. So if this is your first time tuning into me, I totally encourage you to follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook business page and a free Facebook group. The links are in the description of this video. And every Monday, I do a weekly energy reading on my Facebook business page. So earlier today, I went and I did a video to let people know what to expect from the week from now till to the Sunday that comes up. So if you want to check that out, definitely go to the description below, click on that link, and go follow me on my business page and join my group if you feel called to. I do tons of free teachings. I do psychic biz channeling there as well. So there's plenty of free resources there for you. But what I think I'm going to start doing now is monthly energy readings here on YouTube. And this is my first time doing a monthly energy reading, and I'm so super excited to be doing this today with all of you. Okay, I don't know. Hold on for dear life. Oh, that's what that means. See, all the young people today with all the acronyms and the things, I don't know what they all mean. Okay. Am I saying your name right? Hadil? Wait, Hadil? I don't know. Do you have an easier name? Acronyms. Okay, listen, you need to message me on Facebook and let me know how to pronounce your name. So let me get into the reading. So because this is the first time I'm going to do a monthly energy reading, what my guides asked me to do is to talk about core themes for the month. Then we're going to talk about something that you need to have greater expansion around. And then we're going to talk about how to bring yourself into alignment. So these are the three things that I'm going to address in my monthly energy readings, apparently. Okay. So as far as the core themes for this month goes, they said this month is really about resolution, expansion, and really living your life. So for resolution, they mean it's really a time to turn over like a new chapter. It's an ending of a cycle and the beginning of a next. So March was really an intense month for many people. There was a lot of intense energy stuff going on with the full moon and the equinoxes, and there was like solar flares or solar type energy coming in. So there was like all this other stuff. It was also a bit of a slow moving month energetically. So because there was just so much processing there. So that month, March, was a month to really like process a lot of things and then be done with it and be done with that chapter and kind of leave March behind and then start in April with an all new energy of excitement, of moving forward, of creating. And so this is what this month is really all about, is like resolution, meaning like really letting go of that old stuff that you processed in March and really like turning over a new page or a new chapter, starting a new chapter and April with this new kind of energy. So what that really means is like you don't have to drag the stuff from March into April. So whatever didn't go well in March and that kind of stuff, you don't have to keep dragging it over into April. You just kind of like say, okay, that's that. I'm moving forward, and this is going to be an all new month with all amazing opportunities. The energy is a lot lighter. There's a lot more optimism in the air, and I'm moving forward powerfully, and I'm going to let go of that stuff and just keep moving forward with my energy and just, really trust that whatever I processed in March was like resolved and we're moving forward. Okay. So this is what they want you to do, is to really move forward this month. Like you're going to have so many, it's going to just keep coming up. It's a recurring theme. over this month, with you really moving forward with so much more determination, clarity, tenacity, like you really deciding this is a new month, this is me creating from a different space, and I'm moving forward in the creation of what I desire. Okay, I really recommend that you go watch the video that I did on my Facebook business page around this, because it goes deeper into that kind of topic. The next theme is expansion. So this month you're going to have new awarenesses of things. You're going to understand things on a greater level. You're also going to feel a greater sense of personal power. Like, yeah, you're just going to feel more empowered as the month unfolds, because the energy is also going to kind of like push you forward. It's going to push you to want to do things and to like see greater results, and to see things from a greater perspective, from a more empowering perspective. And that's where the new awarenesses are going to come, is like the situations that arise this month that maybe in the past would have maybe brought you down, or made you feel helpless or whatever. You're not going to choose to see them that way anymore. You're going to choose to see them in a different light, in a more empowering way, to use them to your advantage. And from that new awareness and that new perspective, you're going to feel more empowered around that, instead of continuing to address them like you did in the past. Does that make sense? And so with expansion also comes in uncertainty a lot of times, and forward movement. So when you're expanding, you're moving beyond the place where you have been. So you're stepping out of what you've known. And so that a lot of times when you're stepping out of the known, you're stepping into what is uncertain, because you don't know that. You don't know what's on the other side of, or what's outside of what the limits you have been confined to or have been in for so long. And so uncertainty might be present for a number of people in this month, as well as you're choosing to move forward in the creation of the things that you desire, and doing things differently than you have before, and choosing to up level. And so you're going to be moving out of your comfort zone, because part of expansion is moving out of the comfort zone, the area that you've been in, to get into that next level. So this is going to keep coming up this month, is many opportunities for you to keep expanding and going to greater levels. So setting bigger goals, more, what's the word? I can't remember the word right now, but it's like ambitious. There you go. More ambitious goals than you have before, dreaming bigger, making bigger, like big decisions, doing things that really take you out of your comfort zone and into the unknown, so that you can continue to expand and expand and expand. It might also be, releasing of a lot of things in order to expand into this greater version of yourself in your life. So as that uncertainty comes up, be very mindful of it, because that is indicative that you're expanding, and embrace that expansion. Choose to move forward, even though you don't know what's on the other side of it, because on the other side of it is actually your true power. As you step into the unknown, when you step into the unknown, at first it's scary, because you don't know what to expect. You've never been there before, but when you get there, then you start becoming comfortable, and it's not as scary anymore. Like, you become accustomed. So the equivalent to that is, for example, if you've always lived in the city that you've lived in, and then you move to a new place, or maybe you travel abroad for the first time. In the beginning, maybe it's a little bit scary, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what's going to happen and whatever. But then when you're there and you've been there a few days or whatever, you then calm down and you relax, and you're like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. This is awesome. I'm seeing all these new things. This is actually a really great experience, right? So in the beginning, it might be a little bit scary, but then you become accustomed to this new expansion, and it feels good, and that's who you become. Okay, so this is going to be the recurring theme as well, is this expansion, these opportunities for you to move beyond the comfort zone, for you to do things in a bigger way, for you to set higher goals, for you to step into that next level, for you to move forward in the unknown, instead of continuing to remain where you are. So take advantage of that. Don't stay in the comfort zone. Move forward towards the expansion, okay? In the end, you're going to be grateful for it, because on the other side of this expansion is all the things that you want, and the next level you. So you want to move forward in that direction. The third theme of this month is living your life. So what I understood from this is, no living for like tomorrow or later, because a lot of times people when they need to step into new growth, into expansion, into the unknown. A lot of times people are like, oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that later, or whatever, and they put it off. They put it off because maybe conditions right now aren't right. Maybe they feel they're too busy, they don't have the funds, it's not the right time for whatever reasons, all the stories, right? And so people tend to put that off, and they are encouraging you this month to not live for tomorrow or later or whatever. Don't put it off. Live for today. Live for the moment. Like, make the most of this present moment and feel your best today. Step into those things to the best of your ability in the present moment, and trust that it's all unfolding. So don't, like, truly live your life. Okay, truly living your life means being present in this moment, doing your best in this present moment, because tomorrow doesn't matter, because tomorrow doesn't even exist. And the past doesn't matter, because the past doesn't exist either anymore. What matters now is this moment. But so many people don't live their lives, don't live in this present moment, because they're so stuck on like what could happen in the future or what happened in the past. And all of their ideas about what could happen in the future or what happened in the past keep them from making the most of this present moment and taking the action steps that they need to take to continue to create more of what they do want or experience what they do want. And so what they're encouraging you this month is don't put it off anymore of I'll do this tomorrow when conditions are right, or later, or whatever. Like, make the most of today. What can you do today to expand? What can you do today to continue to reaffirm that chapter of the struggle or the hardships or whatever, you've closed the chapter on that, and you're choosing to be in this new chapter, this new part of your life with this new energy and this new awareness and power, personal power. So choosing to really live your life to the fullest in the present moment and showing up as the most powerful version of yourself in this present moment. Okay. And that is how you truly, truly live your life. And this is what they want you to do. Okay. So these are the 3 themes for this month. Is the resolution, really putting an end to the old story. So anytime that you feel like there is something coming up in your journey that might scare the crap out of you, or might hold you back, or might just might like overwhelm you or whatever, every time you see situations show up this month that bring up these old feelings and emotions and beliefs of fear, of doubt, of worry, of stress, of whatever feels low vibrational, you need to choose to come to a resolution with that and be like, this is the old version of me that I left in March. And I am not going to hold on to that energy and those belief systems and that kind of mindset in April and moving forward. I am choosing to move forward in my true power, and I am going to react from a more empowered, aligned space. Does that make sense? So really consciously choosing this month to really break free from that old energy and identity from March and before. Okay? You really have to like come to a resolution, like resolve, like let it go, move forward. It's done. And choose to move forward in this new way, in this new energy. The expansion, remember, all month long, you're going to be presented with opportunities, whether it's making a business decision, whether it's making a move, whether it's making a shift in your personal relationships, whether it's moving forward with that business idea, whatever it is, you're going to be asked this month to expand to that next level you. So you have to be very aware of that and choose to move forward in that expansion and step into your power, have these greater awarenesses, move forward towards the unknown and embrace that, because it's part of you becoming your next level you and living your life this month, really living your life for today. Don't sit there and think about the future and all the things that could go wrong in the future. And so maybe it's better for you to stay back now and hold back now because you don't know what will happen in the future and da-da-da. Like, no, don't do this. Live here in this present moment. Do the best in this moment that, with your life, with what feels in alignment for you, and trust that everything is unfolding. Trust that all of these shifts that you're making in expanding, in really letting go of the past and breaking free from that old identity, are really helping you to move forward more in the direction that you do desire. Okay, so these are the themes that they wanted me to share with all of you for April. Now, the next thing that they want me to talk about is what you need to focus on in terms of your expansion for this month. So what you need to focus on in terms of your expansion, they're suggesting, is your dreams, your personal big dreams. Okay, so what dreams do you have that you have been holding back on for some reason? Okay, maybe it's a business dream, a career dream, it's a health goal dream, relationship dream, moving situation dream, whatever your dreams are. Okay, what dream comes up to your mind right now that you feel like you've been holding back from realizing? Okay, so what dream is this? How are you holding back on this dream, in the creation of this dream? Because you're a powerful creator. You're creating your reality. If that dream hasn't yet come to manifest, it's because you've been holding back on that on some level, because maybe you've been resisting on some level in manifesting that dream of yours. There's an ambulance outside of my window. This is an important message. When we hear ambulances, it's an important message. You need to follow your dreams. So hopefully the ambulance passes by really soon so I can keep talking. So how are you holding back on this dream? Why are you holding back on this dream? What are your reasons? What are all the BS stories that you're telling yourself for why you're holding back on this dream? Maybe you think you're too young. Maybe you think you're too old. Maybe you think you don't have enough money. Maybe you think it's not the right time. Your kids are too young. Whatever your stories are, why are you holding back on materializing or realizing that dream? Okay, because you can have it despite whatever's going on. But if you keep telling yourself these stories, you're not going to do it. So how are you holding back? Why are you holding back? What would expansion in the creation of your dreams look like? So maybe you don't have to necessarily materialize the whole dream right now, but what would expanding and moving in the direction of that dream look like for you, that next level? So let's say, for example, in my case, I'm in the process of becoming location independent. I am relocating to Mexico soon. And so for me, expansion in the process of materializing or realizing this dream of moving to Mexico, for me, that next step, it was telling my landlord I'm not renewing my contract, I'm moving, starting to look up flights and informing myself about how to travel with my pet, right? So that is that next level that I can take, and letting people know and sharing. So I've been expanding and expanding to those next levels. So what is that next level expansion for you? Maybe you don't have to materialize the whole thing or realize the whole thing yet because it's such a big thing. Cool. But what does expansion look like so that you can see, okay, I'm making progress with realizing that? Because a lot of times people don't realize their dreams, because a lot of times their dreams are so big and they think like, oh my God, how am I going to make that happen? It's so big, it's so complicated, it takes so long, da 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 da, all the stories. And so what helps with moving forward in the realization of our dreams is just seeing that next level expansion, seeing that we're making progress. So what does that progress or expansion look like to you for your dreams? Okay. And so how good would it feel to be in the expanded version of your dream as opposed to staying where you are in this moment? Okay? Because a lot of times, like I said, people hold back here in the now from moving forward with their expansion because they have all of these stories about the present, the past, or the future. And they're always like, oh, I want to, let's say, this is an example. I want to start this business. And the business right now maybe requires just $2,000 to start, okay? And if I'm right here in this now moment, maybe I don't have the $2,000 to start. And I think, oh, I should wait. I should wait until I have the $2,000 and then I'll start. Because that's what most people say. That's what goes through people's heads. But when you're doing that, you're holding yourself back. You're not stepping forward. And also, if I were to just imagine now being in that next level of my dream, just being closer to that big dream of starting that business and moving forward with it, if I just imagine myself in that next level state, that would feel really amazing to me, because I would feel like, oh, things are moving. I'm, offering my services. I'm letting people know. I'm attracting, some people. Like, if I just imagine myself in that next level, it would feel so good to me, and I would feel really excited and revived by life and excited about my future and just feel really, really good, right? And that feels really amazing. But people, a lot of times, they want to stay in the present where maybe they don't feel so amazing, where maybe they don't feel like they're expanding, they're not progressing with life. And so if you ask yourself the question, how good would it feel to be in the expanded version, even if it's that next level of expansion as opposed to this current moment, and it feels really good to be in that expanded version of your reality, of the creation of your dreams, then move forward. Move forward, because otherwise you're choosing to stay where it's not comfortable and it doesn't feel good anymore. It's like the equivalent saying, it's like the equivalent of sitting on thorns and they hurt. They hurt like hell. And yet you have the opportunity to get off the thorns, and it feels good to be off the thorns, but you're like, no, I want to stay here sitting on the thorns, not moving anywhere. Like, no, it feels good. So move in that direction. And the question is just simply for you to kind of get a feeling of what that feels like, and choosing to move forward in the direction of that better feeling than being in the uncomfortable feeling where you're currently at right now. Okay. So these are the questions that they want you to, this is what they want you to focus on this month in terms of your expansion, is moving forward in the direction of your dreams. And why are you holding back in moving forward in the direction of your dreams? How exactly are you holding back? Maybe you're choosing certain relationships or certain other things over moving forward with your dreams, and you're giving all of these other things or people priority instead of giving your dream a priority. So how are you holding back? Why are you holding back? What do you need to shift? What do you need to shift to move forward in the creation of, or the materialization of your dream? And like, what does that expansion look like for you in the creation of your dream, and how good would it feel to be in that expanded version as opposed to the current moment, okay, that you're in. And then the last thing that they want me to share with you is all about helping you come back into alignment. So let me tell you something. Let me backtrack, okay? It's my first time doing this kind of video. So for these monthly energy readings, they want me to talk about core themes, expansion, and alignment, okay? So I already talked about the core themes. The expansion is the thing that they want you to focus on to actively create massive change in your life. So the thing that they want you to focus on this month is your dreams, your personal dreams, to actively create that massive change in your life. The third thing that they want me to address is alignment, and this is what you must release to get what you want. So if you want that dream, you need to release the resistance around creating that dream, okay? And basically that's all it is like, we just have resistance for why we don't think we can get the things that we want. It's all unconscious stuff or conscious stuff that we tell ourselves. So how to bring yourself into alignment, more into alignment, so that you can move forward with the creation of your dream with more ease and grace, is letting go of these old stories and these things that you're holding on to. So a lot of times when it comes to a big dream that you have, it's a fear of failure that you might have at starting to move forward with this big dream and then not succeeding with it, and wasting your time, wasting your money, having people judge you, criticize you, look down on you because you failed. So a lot of times it's a fear of failure that keeps people from even moving forward in the direction of the creation of their dreams. So if that's your case, you need to clear that so you can bring yourself into alignment, and it will be easier for you to move forward with the creation of your dreams. A lot of times it's a fear of success. So again, when you have that big, beautiful dream of yours, maybe it's a dream relationship, maybe it's a dream business, it's a dream career, whatever it is for you, and So if you were to manifest that, if you were to materialize that, and all of a sudden that's where you were, you would be very successful. And a lot of times people are afraid of success because they're afraid of so many things that come with that success. Again, they're afraid of people judging them because people might be jealous of their success and they might lose friends, or they might have issues with family or whatever. It can be responsibility that comes with that success. It can be, a lot of times for many people, a perception that they'll lose their freedom, because if they have all of the success and they're doing all the things, then they won't be free anymore or whatever. So if you have a fear of success, clear that fear of success so you can move forward with the creation of your dreams. Okay, these two fears are so super common. You clear these fears to allow yourself to come into alignment with more ease and grace. And the next thing that they wanted me to talk about is the fear of the unknown. So again, when you're moving forward in the creation of your dreams, it's something that you've never done before. It's something that you've never experienced before. Maybe a lot of times it's something that no one in your vicinity, nobody in your family, nobody that you know has ever accomplished before. So it's the unknown, and you're more than likely the first person doing it for the first time, right? Or you're doing it in a different way, or whatever it is, right? In my case, I come from a family that is very entrepreneurial, but I was the first digital entrepreneur, and it was totally new. And I'm the first coach, which in my family's eyes wasn't a real job or a real career or whatever. And so it was totally new, right? It was the unknown because I was figuring it out by myself. So a lot of times when it comes to the realization of your big dreams, you're stepping into the unknown, into a new level of life, into a new level of abundance, into a new level of running a business or whatever it is. So a lot of times there's fears with that, because there's fears of making mistakes. There's fears of, losing money or whatever. There's so many things around that. So whatever fears you may have around the unknown and stepping forward into the creation of that big dream, you need to release that to bring yourself into alignment. Okay. You need to let that go and recognize it's not bad. You'll figure it out. If you can't figure it out on your own, you hire someone to help you figure it out. But there's so many solutions to that, but you don't need to be afraid in stepping forward into that expansion. Does that make sense? So release any fears that you have around the unknown, because you need to embrace that in order to expand and get the things that you want. So that is what they wanted me to share with you guys for April. Okay. These things are going to keep showing up over and over again this month, and you got to do your best to keep expanding, to keep dropping the old stories, keep being present and living your life, and taking, decisions from an empowered present state, and just focusing on, is me taking this decision today really going to help me move forward with the expansion of that thing that I desire, or the creation of the thing that I desire? And if that's a yes, then move forward in that direction. Don't get caught up in the details and think, oh, but if I do this now, then I won't be able to do this later, or da 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 da. Like, no, be present. Decide from this moment, is this thing here that you're wanting to do in this present moment going to help you with the creation, the materialization of your dreams? If the answer is yes, move forward with it. Don't allow any other details to affect your decision. Don't allow, anything about the present, or the future or the past to affect your decision, or any other stuff. Do it, even if you don't know how it's going to work out. Just do it and move forward. Okay. So this is what they wanted me to share with all of you today. Focus on materializing your dreams and clear any resistance you may have to materializing your dreams. Awesome. Hey, Renee, how are you? Last week was intense. So true. Yes, blending into my higher self isn't easy. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Yeah, and if you follow me on my personal page on Facebook, I also posted yesterday asking people okay, what was going on this past week? Because there were a few days I felt super thirsty and my energy was really low, and I just thought it was my new salsa classes, and I was just using energy I normally don't use. But there was just so much stuff happening energetically. I was tired and all this other stuff. And I was like, something major was happening last week, because I was feeling it intensely in my body, and people were getting sick on Facebook apparently. So yeah, last week we were integrating some stuff, new codes, new light, all of these other things, right? So yeah, when we have weeks like that, take it easy. Do your best to make sure you rest enough so that you don't tire yourself. And yeah, it's a process. So yeah, okay. I need you to send me a message on Facebook to see how I pronounce your name. So I don't want to butcher it. Hey, Alenka, how are you? Getting easier to move into my hair. Yes, it is. Awesome. So thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you. Have an amazing April. And again, if you want to stay in touch with me and follow me on Facebook, the links to my Facebook business page and my free group on Facebook are in the description below. So if you enjoyed this, if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments below, and I will keep doing these in the months to come. All right, awesome. Take care, everyone. Bye.